Hey everybody, and welcome to the next episode of the Health, Wealth, and Wisdom Show. And today I wanted to talk about something that we all do, and if we stop doing it, it's going to help us so much in our lives to get rid of stress, to be more productive, and to just feel and be better. And what this is overthinking. All of us are always thinking all the time, and that's actually a problem. A lot of people say, oh, you need to think more, you need to think more. That's not always the case. Sometimes to be able to take action and actually do things, you need to stop thinking. And when I say thinking, I'm talking about the constant dialogue that you're having with yourself. So you're constantly talking to yourself, saying either positive or negative things. But what you can do is you can quiet down the voice in your head and you can just be silent. And when you do this, when you stop talking to yourself, it frees you up to be able to take action and move quickly without hesitation. And hesitation is the killer of all productivity. It's the killer of all your goals, all your dreams and aspirations. So what you need to do is to kill hesitation. And the only thing that makes us hesitate is our thought. It's that dialogue that's going on in our head saying, hey, you can't do this. Who do you think you are? Why are you even trying this? Maybe we can do it later. If you just stop that conversation with yourself, then it frees up energy and it gives you that space to take the action. And that's the most important thing. So if you want to become a doer instead of just a dreamer, instead of just a thinker, then you need to stop that conversation. You need to quiet down your mind, because if your mind is constantly chattering, not only are you going to hesitate, but you're also going to go insane and you're going to go crazy because you're consistently talking to yourself. And if you're constantly talking to yourself, you don't have time to actually do things, and you don't have even time to listen to others. So it's really important to quiet down your thoughts, quiet down the words that you're saying to yourself in your head, and just be very aware of what you're saying to yourself. So I'm not saying you should never think, you should never talk to yourself, because it's really important that we do sometimes, that we do stop and that we do think and that we talk things over in our minds to get the best outcome or the best result, or to create that plan or that pathway that we want to travel. But when it comes time to take action and execute on that plan, overthinking is the number one thing that stops all of us from taking that action. So the next time you feel yourself hesitating or stopping or not doing what you know you should do, it's most likely because that voice in your head is constantly talking to you subconsciously, and it's saying, you can't do this, you shouldn't do this, why are you doing this now? So what you need to do is quiet that voice. Just listen. Once you become aware of that voice and you become aware of that conversation that's going on, that gives you the ability to stop it. For example, if you're in sales and you know you have to make 50 cold calls in a day, what's going to stop you from doing those cold calls is the voice in your head that's saying, why do I have to do this? Should I be doing this? I hate getting rejected. And if that voice keeps going, then you're not going to make those calls. But if you quiet that voice in your head, if you quiet the voice and totally block it out and stop it, then that gives you the energy, it gives you the power to take that action without hesitation. And that is the key, taking action without hesitation. Because if you hesitate, you're not going to act. And if you do act eventually, it's not going to be good, because you're going to be constantly thinking about the negative thoughts, about the negative outcomes. And most of us have a tendency to think negative naturally. It's just the world that we live in, and it's how we were programmed to think of the bad, to think of the worst case scenario, and that's not what we need. We need to take action to get results, and to do that, we need to stop hesitating. Another example is working out. If you're working out and you say you want to do 20 reps of a certain exercise, say bench press, and once you get to like 10 to 15 reps, if that conversation is going in your head saying you've done enough, this really hurts, I'm done, I can't do anymore, then you're most likely going to stop right there. But if you quiet that conversation and just don't talk to yourself while you're doing the reps, while you're doing the set, you're most likely going to be able to get to that 20 reps, or you're going to be able to max out your body's ability to do that exercise. So you need to get rid of the thoughts, and then you'll be able to max out what your body can physically do in that exercise without your mind telling your body to quit before it should quit. So the whole point of this is that overthinking causes hesitation. And when you hesitate, you do not take action. And when you don't take action, you don't get the results. So what you need to do is stop overthinking by quieting the voice, quieting the constant conversation that is probably going on in your mind right now. Once you quiet that, it gives you the energy, the power, the ability to take action, to move forward without your mind stopping you. Because overthinking causes fear, it causes procrastination, it causes hesitation, it causes doubt. And we can't have those things in our life if we want to truly be successful. We just can't. So the number one takeaway from this video is stop overthinking. Thinking is good and it's necessary at certain points when it comes to planning the path and thinking of the strategy of what you want to accomplish. But when it comes time to take action and put that plan into action, you cannot be thinking. You need to be doing. And doing and thinking are separate. They can't go together, because when you add thinking and doing, it causes hesitation, it causes doubt, it causes fear. So do not hesitate. Do not overthink. When you overthink, all of this bad stuff starts to happen in your life and you feel like you're lazy, but you're really not lazy. Your mind is just stopping yourself. So get your mind working on your side and not against you. Remember, you are not your mind. You are not every single thought that goes through your head, but you can control that voice. You can control that thought and that conversation by either turning up the volume or turning down the volume on that voice. It doesn't always have to be ringing in your ear, that conversation of doubt and fear and negativity. So stop overthinking. When it's time to take action, quiet that voice, and you're going to see huge results, because you're just going to take action without thinking of all the different possibilities that can come from it. And when you're thinking of all the positive and negative possibilities of an action, it causes hesitation. There's a time for thinking and there's a time for doing. And when the time for doing comes, you need to quiet that voice. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share this with your friends and family, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of the Health, Wealth, and Wisdom Show.